What's going on, guys? Joe here again from the review crew, as always joined by
Mike
and Mikey.
And we are watching episode 9 of season 2 of The Expanse today. We can do a really quick recap. Long story short, the crew has gained one new member and is imminently on their way to Ganymede Station.
Which is being blockaded by Martians. Freddie Johnson said, "Don't come back." Amos was a little traumatized, but snapped back for it. What's her name?
Who? Drummer.
Drummer got shot. So unfortunately, Drummer's injured, but she'll probably be okay based on the medicine they have these days. Those Black Sky guys, however, will not be. And
yeah, no, they won't be.
Neither were those people who got spaced. This episode is... I can't imagine which way this was going to go, especially if we're heading to Ganymede now and we're no longer allowed back on Tycho. And if we land on...
well, Eros was like a 2-episode arc of them getting there, and then...
If we land on Ceres, we can't...
That's a fair...
We can't land on Ceres either. Where can we land right now?
Ganymede Station.
Wait, why can't they land on Ceres?
Dawes?
Dawes doesn't hate them.
Yeah, but... Yeah, well...
We shot down his ship.
A new station is unlocked.
New station will be imminent.
Anyways, I think that's a
good spot to jump right into this one. Thank you for everybody who's watching us right now. We do appreciate any of the support. As we continue our journey through The Expanse and other shows, we do appreciate it. Thank you again to the community. It's so much fun interacting with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Please make sure you guys watch what you say in the comments, because please don't spoil stuff. Even if you're hinting towards stuff, let us get there ourselves. If there's stuff that we missed that's big like that, you can kind of let us know, but just be careful of spoilers, because there has been a few sometimes, and I know some of you screaming Firehawks are like, trying to protect us from that, and I appreciate you. But thank you for anybody watching. Make sure you do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Anything like that helps.
It.
We really appreciate anything. And we're gonna be starting this episode in 3, 2, 1. Chaotic opening.
I love that name, by the way. The Screaming Firehawks thing is so funny.
Do you know what they named themselves that? Community?
Yeah. It was Alex's suggestion for the name of the Rossi.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great. Will we be screaming
Firehawks?
Screaming Firehawk reactions.
Cute.
So, Mike, are you gonna be Amos for Halloween?
Only on the stream.
You gonna get a Baratna's mining shirt?
I bet they sell them.
Probably do. You should all get one for Halloween. That might be a thing. Be hilarious.
You gotta learn the, Sasuke.
Sasuke.
Beltalowda.
Sasuke Beltalowda. Baratnas and
And I like that they continue to keep using new terminology, but through their physical action, you kind of know what.
And when you watch, you can kind of pick up when they use repeatedly what the terms are. It's like, Baratna and Sistara, like that. Ampa.
Release ship en route to Ganymede.
Yes.
Somnambulist as per MCR trade regulation AO66, prepare to be boarded.
Mars rains hell on Ganymede, and now they're treating us as if we were the criminals.
Manifest and IDs, please.
Look,
Here.
it's just food and medicine for Ganymede. We're not transporting any weapons. We checked our IDs. We're a registered relief vessel.
Damn.
We're gonna have to impound your ship.
That's outrageous.
Just calm down.
No! Enough is enough! We haven't done anything
please.
wrong! Get the hell out of our
Melissa,
ship!
no.
Ah!
Melissa, are you alright? Wait. I've seen your face. All over
It's James
Station.
Holden.
You're James Holden.
They were gonna steal this ship so that they could get through the blockade.
Well, this is off to a good start.
Did you recognize that at all until that moment?
Not until the mask got ripped off.
I thought it looked like him, but I was just like, I was just in shock.
Or is this their drop ship under Earth?
Earth's gravity is hell on the Martian physique. You need to take 1 dose of each of these every day. And I strongly recommend that you use these as well for when we land.
It's not the landing I imagined.
For the sun, how bright it's gonna be.
I forgot it.
No, you didn't.
You searched my quarters?
Yes, I did. Because I have orders to follow too, and the defense minister wants you wearing this when you give your statement.
Dress her all up.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot riding on you, Gunny. Now is not the right time to go to war.
Hey, we're on Earth now. We're gonna see Ava Sarala.
She's gonna say hi to Draper.
Moving so
All right,
slow to the
everyone.
gravity.
Those of you who've been here before will remember it's not a long walk to the embassy entry.
And it's gonna be intimidating probably for them. Oh, she didn't wear the glasses.
She purposely left her visor.
On your feet. Forget your sunglasses too, Gunny.
No, sir.
She wanted to come here and fight. The drone!
Oh my god.
Is nearly at Venus. They should have gotten long-range scans of the Eris impact site by now.
Just some preliminary atmospheric readings. It's nothing more.
Venus Arbogast.
What are you doing?
I'm just helping this bright young lady adjust the sensor array.
That's hard to believe. I didn't think you had any useful skills. I want a full status report when you're done.
Of course, Colonel Janus.
Just because you can't figure something out doesn't make it magic. What do you think Eros left behind on Venus? Little gray humanoids with big black eyes who've come to turn us into food? I'm astonished that Australia didn't kick you out.
Foreshadowing there.
Well, you know, just between...
Colonel, we just picked up an MCRN ship in Venus orbit. I don't know why we didn't see this before.
They were waiting for us.
Uh-oh.
They can't kill off the doctor they just gave us, can they?
I've not seen any
course they
changes in
can.
the
It's
MCR
Expanse.
Ganymede patrols, and doesn't look like we've attracted any attention so far.
Why are you doing this?
Because we need a ship to get us on the Ganymede station. And ours is too conspicuous.
The people there are suffering, you know. These supplies can save lives.
And they'll get where they're needed. I promise.
I don't believe you. Well, voila.
So I want to say I'm sorry. She was a good person.
And it's got some survivor's guilt.
Yeah.
I promise I'll never forget her.
Forget.
What she did for me. Never.
Was trying to do the right thing.
Can't send
Now
it.
it's on the prize.
No distractions, bud. Yeah, he's going through a lot.
You didn't answer me when I called.
I was busy. Come on, we need you upstairs.
No, I need to send a message.
You can't.
It's important.
That doesn't make a difference.
Why can't I?
Cap said.
Am I a prisoner?
I don't think so.
Then I have the right to know why. And I'm not going anywhere until you tell me.
Sorry we weren't able to land you at night and spare you the shock of our sun and sky. But the Navy had flyover restrictions in effect.
I hope the strain of Earth's gravity hasn't been too much for you to bear.
Not at all. I was a Marine for 45 years. We trained extensively in 1G. It's like riding a bike.
With tires made of lead.
They're actually
It's
combative
nice to
right
be
now.
having an actual conversation instead of trading recordings for once.
It would have been even nicer if you had met us halfway.
I love diplomatic jabs. This is great.
Let's start by remembering the fallen.
Yeah, they're actually giving a moment.
So the issue at hand is de-escalation.
It's out of
Let's
here.
get right to it. We have a lot on our agenda.
He doesn't understand political grace, does he? Like that.
You can stop pretending to care about my daughter. What does she have to do with this proto-molecule you're after?
How do you know about that?
I told him. He's helping us. We should be straight with him.
Controlling molecules that would really.
Amos' executive decision.
Holden's just like, we have to keep everything quiet, and Amos is like, nah, dude, he's a friend.
What did that have to do with May?
We don't know yet.
She has a genetic disorder, Myers-Skeleton premature immunosensinosis. She would have died if we'd been anywhere else, but Ganymede has a natural magnetosphere. That's why everybody goes there to gestate.
Oh.
Pediatric care is state of the art. The moment Dr. Strickland saw her, he knew exactly what was wrong. He gave her regular injections. He kept her alive.
That can't be a coincidence.
I don't get it. That proto crap and that genetic disease, well, what's the connection? Well,
your plan's always this vague.
This is about average.
Very lucky.
We've certainly had our fair share.
Hey. If we leave the Somnambulist after we
Amos is
land,
unhinged this
how are
episode
we
a little
supposed to get
bit.
back?
We take the Rossi and mosey on down to the dark side of Ganymede. Once I'm there, I'm gonna tuck her behind one of those 71 cute little moons. We'll quietly deorbit, no burn, hug the surface, and we will rendezvous at one of these service airlocks here.
Man, he really thought this out.
Pick you up, we'll strap in for a...
He needs a flight plan.
Up and out.
With every torpedo that every MCRN ship in orbit can launch, heading straight at us.
Yep.
That's your plan.
I
I hope your luck rubs off.
I need some of that luck right now.
Worked out well for anyone else thus far.
Crew's absorbing the luck of everybody as they move.
I like him a lot as a character. Osteo X. It's over the counter.
Same strength as prescription.
The UN Marines appeared to be charging our
So
position.
you're saying that we opened fire on you?
No, sir. We were out of contact with
She's
our
telling her
unable to
story.
confirm, and at the time, our comms were jammed on the field.
Is it possible that your Marines were testing their gear or conducting some sort of training exercise?
It's possible.
We mistook a training exercise as an active engagement and opened fire without orders. As commander of the fire team, the responsibility is mine.
The battle on the surface is what precipitated the battle in orbit. That's what devastated Ganymede Station. That's on you too.
According to our investigation, it was Private Richard Travis that fired the
Oh,
first
the Earth
shot.
one?
He was born on Earth. His parents emigrated to Mars.
Damn.
Oh.
He'd had some discipline problems recently, which suggest
She's gonna blurt it out now.
Prove that he was more Martian than Earther.
Damn, they're gonna tarnish his fucking record.
Yeah.
We appreciate your candor.
Come on, Bobby.
She knows, she's like, she knows something.
You're gonna go talk to her by herself like she usually does.
They didn't have to say all that crap about Travis. Why didn't you tell me they were gonna say that?
Because I knew you'd react like
Travis was a good soldier. He died for Mars, and you all just threw him into the goddamn crusher.
Travis did die for Mars. And if that story stops a war that we do not want, then he died a hero.
He's got a very synthetic face.
He does.
You did well in that, Gunny.
Damn tinfoil hat. Gunny joins the crew. Where's my hat?
But he is not a dick, though. You know, he understands she's in bad spot. It's just like
The government is.
it's what has to be done.
Yeah, her government fucked her just like Fred Johnson's
Yep.
government fucked him.
Mars offering reparation will play well for us, of course. They must have been thrilled when they realized the one who fired the first shot was born on Earth.
Mars won a battle that they didn't intend to fight, and they know now that they can't win the war. So they let us stick them with the bill for Ganymede. No one's completely happy, but everyone comes out of it with something. You know what that's called?
Horse trading.
Good negotiations, baby.
Called horse trading.
Thank you, Mikey.
Thank you.
You should listen more.
You gotta stop talking over dialogue, dude.
I quit. I'm leaving. That's a lot of rifles. It's almost like they're on a battleship.
Right?
Yeah,
On a battleship.
lasagna.
An all edges pad.
Is this him saying I'm sorry to Amos?
You be careful down there, Earther. Careful up here, Martian.
Okay, they're all cool again.
I mean, he had the best part of the plan of anyone on the crew.
Make lasagna.
Alex.
Oh, yeah.
Lasagna.
Somnambulist.
Damn, I kind of want lasagna now.
Monday, Groupie Garfield.
Case will split the cost 50-50.
That's a fair deal.
battle.
I suppose we could pay for it all in exchange for full control of Ganymede.
I think that covers everything.
Almost. We're going to need a statement from your government accepting responsibility.
You're not gonna get one.
Never hurts to ask.
He didn't
One
care.
last thing. I'd like to speak to Sergeant Draper again. I have a few questions.
Yeah.
There's other things I need her to clarify.
Madam, this has been an exhausting session.
I find it hard to believe that a Martian Marine would be fatigued from sitting in a chair.
Ooh.
In the hopes that we could begin to trust each other. And it would be regrettable to undo the progress we've made over something as trivial as this.
He's like, damn, okay, she's playing somebody else. I like to watch this.
Now.
Yeah.
He's like, I knew we'd keep her on board for a reason.
Yeah. Tedavir was like, okay, this is why we have her.
A dear friend told me that. He wanted to retire to Mars, but he died.
Did he assassinate him?
No. Killed himself.
With all due respect, madam, where are you going with this?
Wherever I goddamn like. Travis's parents, they believed in your dream. Were other Martians prejudiced against him for being from Earth?
Yes.
Was he a good soldier?
One of my best.
Do you really believe that after all that sacrifice and all his training, the training that made him, as you said, one of your best soldiers, do you believe after all that hard work that Travis would jeopardize the lives of his fellow soldiers by foolishly jumping the gun?
No,
No, then why would he open fire without
Oh, sheesh.
panic?
I don't know. He
Then why did he fire? What was the reason?
Gunny's breaking.
we thought we were under attack.
Under attack? So you were fired upon?
No, he was trying to kill the enemy. I didn't even know what it was. Nobody did. He wasn't wearing a vac suit.
Sergeant Draper has been through a severe traumatic event. She needs to rest.
Whoever the fuck you are, stand down and let her say something you don't want her to say.
She's so good. Tell them Draper.
It was Travis.
Ah.
He panicked.
Side of your, he's like, yeah, no, she got him though. He's definitely curious as what the hell she's talking about.
Because he knows about the molecule.
Giving us a fair berth, but they've matched every one of our course changes precisely.
What is that?
Well, it's just a bit of science history. It's the Drake equation. The average rate of star formation times the fraction of stars formed with planets that could support life. Fraction of those that could develop life, and intelligent life. And the fraction of those that could develop technologies that might release detectable signals into space. And of course, the time over which those signals might be detectable. It suggests there are over 36 million advanced civilizations out there doing all kinds of things that we just don't understand.
If that were true, we would have detected signals by now.
Not necessarily. Space is a big, empty place. We might be too far apart, or perhaps they're just broadcasting the signals for too short a time.
How convenient.
Home. It's terraforming. Right? No.
Jesus.
No, it's just the image.
That was a crater.
I thought the green was plants terraforming.
Scans indicate the presence of biological compounds in the air above the crater. Life in an environment that melts lead. It should be.
It is terraforming.
Eros changes everything. Just like a soldier on Ganymede without a suit.
She's putting it together too. Oh, I got chills. Woo! A tinfoil hat.
Bro, how are they not able to find Chairman Mao?
He's got space is a big empty place.
Yeah.
So proud of himself these days. Remember when he was nervous to fly?
Look at that.
Doing it.
Wow.
Beautiful.
All right, now, darling, give me a continuous track on every ship on Ganymede and keep your ears peeled. Monitor every MCRN band and broadcast. I want to know if there's anything that affects traffic going in and out of that station. That's my girl.
Okay. I love that. He loves the AI now.
Reminds me of Baltimore.
We need more duct tape. Quick.
What was that about?
Take 20. Skim the best. But these supplies, they're desperately needed.
Yeah, by us. See, this time we're taking all of the cargo and the ship. Got company!
Yeah. Get him, crew. Get him.
Remember
Halo's
when Holden was afraid to shoot people?
This is his first confirmed kill. Isn't it?
I thought he killed someone like a couple episodes ago.
No. I mean, the ship he blew up, but he didn't technically pull a trigger. He just pushed a button.
Jesus.
Oh.
They were gonna kill you. We had to do something.
All clear.
Sorry.
Damn. Collateral.
Go! Or I'll call the harbor master, or the Martians, or whoever it takes to make you leave! Get off my ship!
Damn.
Go!
And he's just like, who the hell am I with right now?
Well, they tried to do the right thing. I mean, it's not like they...
I know.
I mean, Holden's right. They probably were just going to kill them.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, what?
That was a fast one, huh? That just... Pew, over. That was fast. But look at the shock and awe. It's absolute... I mean, are you okay?
I don't like that ending.
Oh,
It was so abrupt.
Well, we're nearing the end here.
Oh my god.
So, that was in a pretty rough way for that episode to end.
I was.
They just got to Ganymede, so we didn't really get a whole lot in terms of progression of the main story. I really think the big thing was the trial and Bobby's first-hand... Huh?
Trial.
Or, I'm sorry.
Diplomatic meeting?
Negotiations.
We love diplomacy.
And Bobby's recounting of her events.
And she cracked.
And Avasarala worked
And
her
then she
well.
She slipped for a second, and then she
That's
covered
all she
back.
needed, though.
And for both Sadavir and Avasarala to notice it. Interestingly enough, I think I had this theory a couple episodes ago regarding Venus and how Julie's going to Earth and make it Venus home, and make it terraformed for them to live on or something. When they showed Venus, for some reason, I thought it looked terraformed because it was green on the surface. I think that was just a reflection.
It did look kind of green. I'm not sure. It did look kind of green.
At the same time, they were mentioning that a planet like Venus, which is like lead and whatnot, has some type of like living stuff in the atmosphere.
No.
The ability
It
to
was
sustain.
saying that it seems like there are organic organisms like on the surface, but it's so hot that it can melt lead.
And what can live on something that's so hot that it can melt lead besides something that can live in the vacuum of space?
Something like the protomolecule.
The protomolecule. Now, considering you might have Julie and Miller still alive, honestly.
Miller's not alive.
Okay,
Miller.
The impact crater was like miles deep. Okay,
Yeah,
I
but what's
don't.
alive on the surface in that? I don't know.
Miller is alive if he's part of the protomolecule, but Miller as the human is no longer alive. There is zero chance.
As we keep going,
definitely.
Julie wrapped him in a protomolecule cocoon to save him, and he's living there safely now until Venus is terraformed so that they can live happily ever after.
Now, was every single person on that Martian ship that went to Earth, they probably all weren't Martian Marines, which is why that one person collapsed and threw up. They probably weren't used to training. Who knows? But at the same time, you saw Gunny wanted to go out
Show her strength
without sunglasses on. So she wanted to take the direct sun to her face, which, you know, the distance between Earth and Mars to the sun is different, so it's way brighter there by a large
Plus
amount.
atmospheric filtering.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
But you saw what happened, which is she went out strong, and she was strong, even though they were like, you know, Gunny, you forgot your glasses. She's like, I don't need those. I'm gonna, you know, I came here to fight, so I might as well fight the Earth itself.
It's kind of a small act of rebellion
It
against Earth itself.
And then they threw Travis under the bus.
Which wasn't nice.
Which was not nice. We don't like when people get thrown under the bus like that. Travis was a good Marine, and
a true Martian.
And Avasarala picked up on her annoyance of that, her being gunny, when they threw him under the bus and pulled her back for that. And I loved Avasarala literally talking to the Martian delegation, and she's like, "Who are you?" When the minister comes to take her away, she's like, "Who the F are you?"
Yeah,
back off.
Gunny's handler.
Yeah.
My favorite line she has is when the ambassador for Mars is like, where is this going? And she's like, wherever the hell I want it to go. Bitch, shut up.
And then you see Sadavir sitting there, and he's like, so this is what it's like to be on the right side of this.
He's like, this is why she's on payroll for this.
Definitely enjoyed seeing her do that.
That was a great scene for that. And then you saw how useless all the other kind of Earth people were with noticing things. Sadavir, they just wanted to be appeased, whereas she wanted to know the truth. And Sadavir was happy. He was like, okay, we'll take our moment of peace. All right, nice moment of peace. Let's get the delegations. You guys are completely responsible, and you're going to pay for it all. And they're like, well, if we pay for it all, it's our station. And they were like, oh, shit, okay, 50-50. 50-50 is cool. And then that, so they retain equal value. So Mars, while taking blame of the situation, managed to, between their delegations, say, we are not going to publicly come out and say sorry from our government, and we are not covering the entire bill. So technically, to the public, yeah, but to you guys, we're not saying sorry.
Well, they offered to pay for all of it if they could get the station, so I think that was a joke, but also they were totally like, we'll take that. If you want to stay on your rock, fuck you.
So it was hilarious. I didn't know that was Amos and Holden in those suits in the beginning.
Yeah, that was
as soon as the lady started like beating up the Marine and he wasn't like throwing her to the ground and kicking her, I was like, what's going on here?
Well, she hit Amos, he probably would, but
yeah. Stop resisting. It's a 50-50 there.
We saw Amos is a little bit better this episode, especially with Alex.
Yes.
Alex came over and said, I made you lasagna. And it's like, thanks, Dad.
Have fun on your camping trip.
It's great. As he gets to chill on the dark side of a moon crater, waiting for the moment to skim by and pick them up. He's like, I'm going to do this really badass thing. And they're like, shit, are you sure? He's like, yeah, it's a great idea. I want to do it. Unfortunately for the two, I believe they were Belters who were in the relief ship, the husband or the partner, whoever that was, is dead.
Yep.
As a result of Holden and Amos. We don't know if she would have died, but because of them directly incinerating it a little bit more, he got shot. They cleared the ship, but she literally, she's like, I don't care what I have to do to get you off my ship. Just get off. I'm grieving. To which the crew, was kind of like, oh, Amos was like, kind of got, how do we get around?
Just got to step over the body. I was like, yeesh.
Like, yeesh. And then we had, what was the guy's name? Meng? Not Meng, is it?
Meng.
Meng. Dr. Meng was kind of like, what am I... Prax was like, what did I get myself into with these people? Like, he's like, I know, like, they didn't kill that guy, but they killed all these other people. You saw his face. He's like, oh, shoot. And even Naomi was kind of like, oh, God, what happened type of situation. Yeah. Whereas Alex didn't get to see it. And Holden and Amos were kind of like, oh, crap, this kind of happened. Oops, we got to go. We got to go fast. We got to go fast before somebody shows up.
They were trying to do the right thing.
They were trying to, and it backfired, which is kind of the name of the game for Holden in this entire series, is him trying to do the right thing, and then it backfires.
So what do you think the symbolism of the ship name and the episode name being... knowing that that word
what does that word mean?
Sleepwalker. So the weeping sleepwalker.
Do you think that
skinwalkers?
No, the creatures are
White Walkers.
No, like the creatures are like asleep. Like the proto-molecular creatures are not like.
Why would it be crying?
They're like deactivated, sleeping, weeping because they lost their hive mind of Julie. They lost
They haven't lost the hive mind.
I threw it out.
No, God.
Tinfoil had the garbage. Because
I genuinely don't know. I'm trying to figure out the relevance, and I don't know if it's one of those things that we're supposed to.
It just sounds cool.
I would hate that the most if that was the reason.
It's also the name of the ship, and she's weeping on the ship.
Weeping sleepwalker. Well, sure, she was crying, but she's not asleep.
No, but her husband is dead.
He's not walking.
There could also be a different meaning for that. Sometimes when you look up stuff like that, it has multiple.
We're not looking up that word though.
Somnambulist is definitely single fucking word.
No, I mean like the entire phrase.
but the
it's like German words.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like the way it would be like translated could be different than the Wiki slate block. Is all I'm saying. I'm not saying that's true. I'm just saying it could be true, and you don't know enough to
Could be.
What
do you think? Now there is confirmation that that destroyer is a Martian one, so it's not like Mal.
The one that's following around.
The research.
Yes. So to jump back to that, what do you think they're shadowing them for? Do you think they notice that stuff is happening on the surface of Venus, and they're like, "Hey, it could be quicker to let this terraform Venus instead of do Mars. Let's keep an eye on it."
Well,
Or do they
or
think
it's
else?
as simple as
more
they
importantly,
don't have a research vessel they could deploy rapidly. So why not just send a battleship, which they clearly have plenty of, and as soon as they're done doing
That's true.
whatever they need to do and they go to leave, it's like, hold on, Bucko.
It's true.
You
Plus,
know what I mean?
Plus, I mean,
Like
they think that also Earth probably They probably thought just like how Earth thought that this was a Martian weapon. They probably thought that was an Earth weapon.
No, each side
Yeah.
thinks it's the other.
So they're
side's
like, okay, well, we got to be here. So, and oh, look at this. We're gonna follow this. They're probably going to retrieve their weapon. Let's go see what happens.
well, I mean, let's. What it really is a story device to give Mars their reason for wanting the protomolecule, because Mars is going to see, oh my God, Eros is terraforming Venus. This is crazy. We need this on Mars.
That's true. It's a possibility.
Because isn't it still like 100 years out for
Yeah.
Mars to be terraformed?
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, Venus turned into a livable planet within 3 days. That's crazy.
All we had to do is drop a giant station on it.
We should take some of that.
Yeah. I wonder what relevance Strickland is going to have. His name's
Oh
Strickland?
yes, the doctor,
Dr. Strickland.
May's doctor.
Because we found out that the daughter had a genetic disease. We don't know
Yes.
the extent of the disease, besides the fact that it gave a spinal infection when she was 4 months old.
Yeah.
So we can only assume that something is genetically different with her, which maybe the protomolecule can. Maybe they're trying to use that as a way to see if you can cure diseases with the protomolecule. Maybe that he was injecting the daughter with micro doses of the protomolecule. Who knows?
Who knows? But we'll find out very soon, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Now, I believe next episode is the finale of this season. Don't.
Yeah, you can. You want to do like thank you for watching, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
We really appreciate it.
I thought you were going to look at the next episode, so I was hiding my eyes.
Oh yeah, hide your eyes.
There's 12 episodes.
There's 13.
Okay,
13
so we got
episodes.
more.
We're not even close.
So we're not close. So okay. So wow, this
I thought it was 11.
But regardless, this series has been amazing so far. So whoever recommended it, and then Joe heard me talk about it being recommended, thank you. If you're still watching us, whoever that was originally, I think it was on Andor who said it. Thank you so much for recommending this series to us. This is a fantastic series. Fall in love with all the characters. You hate some of the characters, but you love to hate them. The science behind it is all
love to
cool.
hate some of them.
And it's fantastic. There's characters out there that are so important to the story that we don't even know about yet. And maybe our crew will grow bigger with this introduction of the scientist. Who knows? But this is just been a fantastic series, and we can't say thank you enough for not only just recommending this and watching it, but supporting us on our journey through this.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much. You guys have anything you want to say?
Thank you. Yeah, same
Thanks.
thing. I love the show. I'm actually enjoying rewatching it a lot.
He understands why you guys watch reactions of this show now, because you go back and see things that you never noticed too.
Yeah, definitely. And it's still crazy to me, some of the stuff they drop where I'm like, you would never know.
Yeah, because it's like the tiniest thing.
No. Anyways.
But regardless of that,
What about you?
I didn't get a chance. Mike just started talking as soon as you stopped talking.
I always talk.
So I couldn't get it in my...
I'm going to get the spray bottle.
No, I just want to say thank you to everybody, because this is genuinely a good show, and this entire journey has been very exciting. Watching this show develop, but also watching our viewer base develop. All of the comments, the encouragements, the nice comments, the mean comments. Everything's just been absolutely enjoyable, and I'm very thankful for you guys for participating in all of this.
Other than spoilers. No spoilers,
Yeah,
please.
no spoilers.
Right.
And as we continue to grow, as our channel gets bigger, we just, as of yesterday night, got approved a YouTube partnership, which we're posting a video up now, but that means a few more things. It means you can support us a little bit further if you want to in any way possible. There should, we're going to be having some type of subscription-based things, which give you a little bit advanced looks at some stuff a little bit further ahead, but we're not going to be releasing that until we're fully set up and whatnot. But in the meantime, there is a button, I believe, that says either support or donate under the videos. So if you ever do feel that you want to help support us, whether it's buy us like coffee or lunch through that means, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, your support and your comments are really enough for us right now.
Totally agree.
We're just happy to have somebody along the journey and build a community and keep on going because, like I said, I work, and when I release those Expanse videos, one of those days I'm always working, and it's probably the highlight of my day. It makes the day go faster, just from 11 o'clock until I go home, watching all the comments go through and being able to react to them. And then, sometimes going to bed and waking up and seeing just a bunch more comments is just a cool thing to start my day with. And then I always send them the good ones and the bad ones.
Yeah, we got to start doing shout outs for the really good ones that you like to.
Yes. Moving forward, Joe is probably going to take over the Expanse comments.
To save this guy from any future
for any spoilers.
They've all been light.
They've been light spoilers, but before he got here, I discussed some stuff that were comments, and we just want to protect from spoilers and make it clear that we don't know anything, even if it's by accident. So I think that's a good spot to end it. But besides just saying thank you, just obviously you're excited for the show. Just be careful with what you say because you tell something, we might be looking for that instead of paying attention to other stuff.
Wow, I just noticed it has 5 stars.
Yeah, it has 5 stars on Amazon.
4,000 reviews. That's crazy.
Did I not tell you that the community
why are you
for
surprised, bro?
This show went off the air and then the community successfully revived it.
That's amazing.
So this show has to have a fantastic community, which is all of you who watch our video. So
wow, 8.5 on IMDb. That's
pretty good. And I'm Mikey from the review crew.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And we say thank you so much. Every day we talk about, how cool it is to have just even, everybody watching. If it was 100 of you to 1,000 of you to 2,000 of you, however many would watch our videos, just to, have that type of reaction of, saying, wow, you guys are really good at finding stuff. Even when we have your situations where we make, a guess and it's off, but you guys find it funny, or we're off, but we relay some sort of actual theory behind it besides, aliens. It's awesome just to even, if you have fun with us. Maybe you guys feel like you're watching it again for the first time, and we do appreciate that. You guys have been awesome, just like this TV show. So thank you, and we do hope you take care, and bye.
Bye.
Toodaloo.